My name is Dr. Jane Goldberg. We're here at my day spa, La Casa Day Spa, 41 East 20th Street. I got involved in holistic health about 35 years ago when my mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer. The doctors were not promising her anything or even offering her anything, and so I wanted to find out what we could do to save her life. I feel that we have a unique place here because we do treatments that are offered nowhere else in the universe. These are the same treatments that I learned about when I was helping my mother to cure herself of cancer, which, by the way, she did. She went from being in a wheelchair to playing tennis because of a dual program of nutrition and detoxification, and that's what we're going to show you here today. Behind this door is our float chamber. We have about a foot of water and saturated with 800 pounds of Epsom salts. That's the key, because the Epsom salts keeps you buoyant. So you're floating, you're really anti-gravity, you're on your back. The benefit of floating is that it synchronizes the left and the right brain hemispheres, so that's why you get so relaxed. But it's also extremely balancing emotionally and cognitively. It's an amazing detox because all that Epsom salt just pulls toxins right to the surface. And then afterwards you go in the shower and you wash it all off. People ask if it's like the Dead Sea. It is like the Dead Sea, except it's better than the Dead Sea because the temperature is heated to your skin temperature. So when you enter into the water and you settle in, you just melt into the water, and the water becomes you and you become the water. You really lose awareness of where your body ends and the water begins. You're just one kind of cosmic oneness with the water. I refer to it as stillness moving. This is the Pedi Detox treatment. According to acupuncture, all of the meridian pathways in the body begin and end in the feet. The feet have over 4,000 pores, and they're the largest and densest pores in the human body. So the feet actually are an ideal place to both detoxify from and also to absorb nutrients. So Judith is going to do our Pedi Detox here. Judith, you can put your feet in now. And you can see, Judith, the water is completely clear at this point. We see your feet. Inside the tub of water, there's what we call the array, and it emits billions of ions, which are electrical energy parts. The benefits are that it detoxifies, increases the production of ATP. The reason why ATP is important is because it allows the cell to work better. It stimulates blood circulation, it rebalances hormones, it balances glucose levels, it improves enzymatic activities, does a whole host of things that are really great for the body. And we have people that come in here for a series of these because they just feel so much better having it. I'm sitting in our salt sauna. I think it's the only salt sauna in New York. We have over 100 pounds of different kinds of salts from different parts of the world. We have Himalayan salt, we have Baltic Sea salt, we have salt from the good old US of A. And the beauty of being in a heated environment where salt is, the molecules from the salt are being emitted from the heat, is that you breathe them deeply into your respiratory tract. So it's really good for all respiratory conditions. It's really good for the skin, for all skin conditions, psoriasis, eczema, that kind of thing. And it's just good for overall lung health. We're in our colonic room now, which is a very popular room at La Casa. The reason why colonics are important and bowel cleansing in general are important is because the colon and the liver are connected to each other through the portal vein. The liver is the main organ of detoxification in the body, so if the colon gets toxic, it carries the debris, the toxic debris, through the portal vein to the liver. So we have to have a clean bowel.
So gently, we bring filtered water up into the colon to help wash out debris and help detoxify the colon. So in a perfect world, we would have a poo commensurate for each meal. So 3 meals, 3 poos. Now how many of you are doing that? Raise your hand. If you're not, and many of us aren't, what colonics can do is help reestablish that. And as long as your colon is cleansing itself, you're going to have a body that's in better shape. You're not going to be reabsorbing the trash that's in your colon back into your bloodstream, and like Jane said, back through the portal, back into the liver.
And now to the really important thing.
When that is?
Flat belly.
Well, that is true.
Lillian, our intrepid client, is having what we call the super enriched oxygen steam bath. This pumps into the steam cabinet activated oxygen, and Europe has been using this as a treatment for over 70 years. In Germany alone, there's 7,000 physicians that use this as a treatment. It's pretty amazing. It's a really, really powerful detox. Every pathogen known to mankind is killed by this form of activated oxygen. It's a bactericide, a fungicide, a yeasticide, a candidicide. Every pathogen that we can think of is killed by activated oxygen. It reduces inflammation, it's a free radical scavenger, and one of the effects that people really like is that it speeds up metabolism so that you actually end up losing weight from it. This is my trusty magnetic pulse machine, which I call my miracle machine. I have seen so many very immediate and profound healings with the machine. Tiffany is our client. We're going to give her a treatment today because she's had some successful experience with this machine, which she's going to tell us about. And she is one of hundreds of people that I've treated to great success with profound healing effects with this technology, which I'm totally in love with.
It hurts to tear muscle, and it hurts even more as a dancer when it's your profession. So I went and saw a doctor about my torn psoas, and he told me that I would be out for 4 months. And with this magnetic pulse machine, I was only out for 2 weeks. And I'm so happy to be back dancing now.
What we know about the electromagnetic activity of the body is that different cells vibrate at different frequencies, and we know that bacteria, viruses, all pathogenic materials and all pathogenic cells, all cells that have been impinged on by pathogenic material, they operate at a much lower rate electromagnetically. So for instance, a cancer cell might vibrate at 15 millivolts, whereas a healthy and young and vital cell will operate at a frequency closer to 70 millivolts. And so what this miraculous machine does is actually energize on a cellular level so that when you have a low intensity of functionality electromagnetically, this machine raises it. In doing that, it increases cellular metabolism, it detoxifies, it allows for better absorption of nutrients, it does a whole host of things.